you know, just a little note from editor me. This past week's been really rough trying to get this recorded. I think this took probably 8 different attempts to record this. I was having game crashes, computer crashes, losing files, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so it's been a mess. So I kind of changed up my strategy here. I just was getting very impatient, very, very, very just beaten down, and I was not having any fun. If this recording didn't go, this final attempt today didn't go, I was just going to give it a call, throw in the towel for this, whole series, and maybe come back, later or something else. So, this I ended up breaking this into small cuts, afraid that I was going to lose, lose a lot of hours. I lost about 3 hours earlier today of recording, just in one run. I had it was crazy. I was going to do splitting into multiple episodes, and I lost all of it. So, I had a backed up save, so I'm starting from there, and then, it is what it is. But just so when you notice that this one has a lot of different cuts and stuff, it's not something I was trying to be, slick about. I'm no good. I probably won't do any transitions or anything. But it'll probably be choppy in parts, but I think it ended up, working out okay. I got the recording. I got the progress I want to make. So that should be exciting for everybody to see how I tackle these challenges. Changing up my entire mindset on them due to some issues I was having with the charcoal even. Spoiler, I wasn't getting volatiles from the biomass. So, that changed my whole strategy. So, anyway, enjoy the episode. And it'll probably be a long one. So, hang in there and, just let it go in the background or whatever. Just chill and watch it at your leisure. But, here it is. Thanks. Okay, take however many this has been. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Still no confidence that this is gonna, actually do what we want, but whatever. Actually, yeah. So I also found out that, maybe it's something that's well known. I hadn't ran into it before. But if I go with just this output here, then hold on, I want to set this up here. Reach there. I can see that. Okay, yeah. So if I put the heater on this side, I can heat the contents of the furnace. If it's on this side, it does not heat the furnace whatsoever. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use this vent here to get this to basically right about 1 megapascal. That's all the more it needs to be in there. And then from there, I want to make sure that I can, I'm going to put a pipe heater right here. I should be able to do it with just one. And then we'll actually should be able to put this on now on this side. I am going to get that solder going and the electrum before I do any of the other stuff. And I'm just going to not even worry about capturing any of these gases from it. I'll run them through the arc furnace to degas that way. I'm not going to worry about, really getting anything of value in here. I just want this steel. I want to be done with it. Okay, it's not quite the hottest part of the day, but I should have done a little bit more. That's actually hot enough to do electrum right now. Yeah, that's perfect for electrum. If I don't think I have that stuff, any of that stuff ready, but we'll do some mining here real quick. Yeah, let's get some gold and some silver. I'm thirsty, but I've got time. I want to get 50 iron. Really, I guess I just need 7 gold. But if I could do a stack in 7 gold, that would be even better. Do not need any of that. I know my thing earlier was that I wanted to leave this area, everything on the surface for Amy, but that's not happening. I'm just trying to do what I can, most impatient way I can. Okay, that's 2 stacks of solder. That's 1 of electrum. Get a little bit, if I can get some more, there's some silver. If I can get fill up this, since I'm not using it for NOS anymore, it's just going to be for basically electrum. I think there's a couple things that use straight silver, but nothing I'm going to be worried about for a while. It's like the most available stuff out here. Okay, if I can get some gold quickly. That way I can go ahead and just do 2 stacks of each and 2 stacks of each electrum and solder. That'll last me a long time. Like, I won't ever have to really worry about that for, yeah, probably for the duration of how long I would play this one anyway. I tend to get very bored late game in pretty much any game. I definitely like the early to mid game for survival and stuff like that. That's with any survival type game, but it definitely includes this. I don't have the big drive to make the huge mega base and, you know, to bring in the 9x9 traders into a airlocked hangar and all that stuff. I mean, you can do it, but there's no point really in it. Like, if you were to do it, that's lead. No, I got enough lead. I don't need to do. Yeah, let's just get back there, get a drink, come back out, and do a couple batches of this.
Hydration critical.
And actually, I guess I could be smarter about how I'm doing these videos too. I'm going to go in here, get a drink. I'm going to stop the video and then save the game so I at least have that segment complete. And then I'll just kind of try to break it up like that instead of doing it in, you know, one big go. My dog's being really annoying, so he needs to... Well, he probably wants dinner even though it's too early, but I'll take a little break, walk around, try to calm my nerves a bit, and see how this goes. Okay, hopefully this doesn't become the new standard. So there's a cut in the recording there, and I'll have to splice these 2 takes together. But what happened there was I basically ate and everything, got all set up to go out there, and let my... Well, I started to pre-make all my electrum and solder reagents, so I could do smaller batches as the heat, because the heat's going to be falling on the furnace as far as the gold and silver go, so I wouldn't be able to make the electrum. And with that having been said, okay, take a breath here. Okay. So I didn't play for much longer than this. I literally went from in here, threw all my stuff, came back in here, ate, which I've just taken care of that without the big hold up there. I went out here, threw my mushrooms in the in the recycler. Got that ready. Go, okay, I can do a max of 120 steel with that 30 that I now have. But it doesn't look like it now. You can't tell. But if I were to go out there and do that right now, basically as soon as I ejected that 4 chunks of these 4 chunks for the Electrum, I would I'd lose them because there's a storm coming. I mean, that's as simple as it is. What I am going to do is I'm going to split that down so I have 90 iron. I'm going to do 90 iron, so that's already off gassed. I am going to do an extra in here just to have that. Go ahead and put those gold through there to have that. The iron's actually what I needed for that pipe heater. 5 iron short. Well, yeah, I've got 2 iron in there, so I've got to mix up some iron. But I want to have my steel stuff ready to go. I'm going to have dump this stuff up here. Don't need these walls. Don't need that. Shouldn't need the glass. Shouldn't need the pipes. I'll hold on that wire just in case. I shouldn't need that. So that's all out of my way now. That pressure's getting up there. I ought to drain that over after this batch of stuff, but it'll last a while. Okay. That's my steel right there. I'm not going to do all that more than likely, but I want to mix that up as a reagent so I can keep that separate from all the other reagents I'm going to have here. And it'll be my... Yep, there's a storm. That iron is for this. I wanted to get that pipe heater. I'm not going to use it yet, but I want to go ahead and put it on there. Get that turned off. I don't need this right now, but I don't want to lose it, so I'll just set it there. I need to get more. I want to put like maybe just one of the little half shelves right here, and that'll be all the more storage I'll have right down here. But then up here, there's going to be a bunch of storage. But just for like things like this, when I need it, I just need to quickly grab it. Or maybe I could put it right back. I don't know about that. I'll find some place to put it. Maybe a locker right here, one of the vertical ones. It doesn't need to hold much, just, a handful of items. So yeah, I'll go out there, I'll do my solder, my Electrum. actually, let's go ahead and do these chunks of iron too, even though, you know, for the solder, it doesn't matter to have that stuff all, you know, cooled down or not. I'm gonna that is empty. The poor man stacker. Okay, that's my steel now. I'll stack the other stuff the same way. Just because I gotta wait for the storm to be over, then I've got to pop out there and treat my solar panels. Then I need to then I can start addressing this stuff here. But definitely some stuff I can cut out here, so I'll actually just stop this segment of recording, and then the next when I start back up, I'll have already fixed up the solar panels, and I'll be, you know, out there ready to do this melting. All right, so back to recording now. I did go ahead and make the solder so I could make this power controller, because that takes like 2 grams of solder. And I started pre-smelting all my stuff. The gold needs to come through here yet, but I can just reach in and grab it when it's ready, hopefully. I've actually got too much pressure in there right now, and I did not bring a extra pipe. I don't think I can suck the contents out from there. Yeah, that's just emptying the inlet pipe. The inlet pipe it's funny, man. It's got let's see, if I go, I already said I don't care what gas I lose right now. Oh, it's straight up just pollutant. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna borrow this. So okay. Might go a little bit more. 4, 5. What's that looking like? Much better. I'm just worried that once I heat it up, it's going to drain too much. Yeah, so I've got this so it'll charge up that, and I put this on its own network here. There's nothing charging it except for that solar panel, which I pulled from up there. We can go ahead and do this for the, wait, did I not? I didn't put any glass in there, and I wouldn't have dropped all that stuff inside. I'm going to go grab that. Gives me a chance for that sun to come out anyway, or the, yeah. Wait, that's a 30. No! Bringing out of power in here. I just want to make sure that I do not get these small bits of gold mixed up with what I need, because I pre-smelted the silver and you know, put it through here as the, I don't know if I did that before or after I, you know, took that cut, but that's what I wanted. Oh yeah, I also put this in here because I was getting the pressure was getting up there, and I've already bled off all the nitrous, but since I melted that silver in here, I did get nitrous in here, and it's already bled through, so it's draining the same system the pollutant does. Definitely, there's no. I mean, it likes being liquid until it doesn't. So yeah, it was getting up to over 30 psi, so I went ahead and just put that on there as a to hold me over so I could keep smelting that stuff. And but yeah, that's okay as of now. So I'm going to go back out here. Probably wouldn't hurt to grab that other big battery, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll grab the rest of that gold through there. We're sitting at that. I do want to get this off of there. Okay, that's slowly going up. I went in there to get that glass so I could seal up that room. I could still get to that button there. So yeah, I'm gonna. That way, this doesn't lose furnace. Yeah. See, that's convecting a lot less, and then once the temperature in that room, matches the furnace, then it won't get any hotter. It won't be convecting anything because it won't be losing heat in there. Unless that pressure gets too high, because that is. Iron Window has 200 kPa, so shouldn't be a problem, but this here is obviously not accurate, but wow, I've almost gone through that battery and there's no. Man, that's going to take a lot of power. I'll just have to, oh, there's that. I'm going to. I'll put some extra wire in here so I can rotate that. Some manual solar tracking, if you will. So actually, that would make a lot of sense. I should just put a full-on solar panel out here and, manually move it. That's 503 watts now. That's easier than reaching in there. It's only at 587. That's why you fill it up with the hottest air of the day. Yeah. Yeah, this being not uninsulated isn't going to matter because that's not, like, this entire pipe here isn't going into the furnace. I mean, it's not, if I were to go this way. Now that piece is completely vacuumed out, it cannot affect the furnace. Yeah. that's completely empty. That can't be, transferring heat or, cooling it down. I'll probably just leave this whole setup like this. I'll probably, stack up additional heaters on here. I might, turn that vertical and then, put like 3 of them on there, have it bend around to the top or something like that. And then I could just have, it's 1,000 watts for each. So 5 of those would burn a cable there, a small cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do 4 in there maybe, but that'll be once I actually have a battery in there, and then I'll move this and I'll get it onto its own thing, like right here. Plug it into. I'll probably go ahead and route the heavy cable out the side here, or rather along that edge. I'll just have another ABC here that'll power those heaters. This guy here will get moved, and yeah, the 590. Actually, I am going to do this, since that's no hotter than the atmosphere is. It's going to get a bit hotter out here. A 348, I think, is the peak. I don't think it's past that yet. It could be. I could have missed it. Anyway, that fills it up. Yeah. That's good enough for Electrum if I can. That's the rest of that stack, but I still need that other one to pop out. It didn't start back up. No. Oh wait, no. That's a full stack there. It didn't fit in there. Okay, okay. Just go ahead and do this Electrum. We're not going to be even close to, temperature for steel today. This shouldn't have off-gas anything. What the heck? It's already been through the arc furnace, and I already sucked out all the gases from it. And oh wait, no, there's that little bit of gold I did. That's right. I was like, it should be pure pollutants in there, but look how much that temp dropped. It's going to heat back up here pretty easily, though. That's nuts. It got that cold. There's that gold that did it. I wonder what that smelts at. Actually sounds familiar. I might have asked that question previously, trying to figure out what the different stuff smelts at here. Or it would be anywhere in a vacuum that's, having the gas collected. That's yeah. I think I need to rotate it to... Yeah, it's had a dang angle there. It's annoying. Okay, what did that get to? 45. Let's go back in here. Swap out some batteries. We don't need that one. We'll just start feeding batteries in it like it's candy. I mean, that's essentially what I figured I'd have to do. Just utilize all the large batteries I have. I left that one in there, even though I'm not doing anything on that circuit for a while. Whew. Well, that seems like a great time to take another cut here. Alright, so I went ahead and moved it. I connected it with heavy, put that one back up there. I was not maintaining enough power throughout the day to do this, even with swapping the batteries. I did shut that off because if you notice something weird here, that is 194 Celsius. That's 333 Celsius. So I did want to have this shut off for now. I'm going to... I should probably put that onto the same circuit too. I had to go inside and grab some pipe. And I got distracted when I was in there, of course, because that's what happens. So I could do this. I'm just going to purge this. Okay, I tell you what, I just had another crash again. What was I have no idea. It's been a few minutes since then, but you know, it was a few minutes after this. I don't know what I was talking about here, but this is colder than it is out here. So I'm gonna... I don't know why I have this sitting over there. So I don't know why that... Yeah. So I'm just gonna purge this out. Now that I have those connected up, I can do that. Just empty that out so we have the bare minimum in there, and then we'll start heating it up. Probably crank it up to about 900 kPa, and then we'll heat it from there, because that'll build up the pressure, but it won't. Maybe I'll go with 950 or so. I don't really want to break 1 megapascal, because once it heats up, I don't want to have to once it heats up, I don't want to have to heat up more gas than I need and end up over pressure like when I get to the... It shouldn't happen with the Electrum, but you know, I'd rather not waste the extra power. The sun is going down, so I'm not going to have my infinite resource during the day where I'm making way more from those solar panels than I'm actually using. So yeah, it's basically infinite at this point. It's going to change once I start burning a lot more power. But for right now, actually, I ought to make a network card just to show you guys, like, what kind of power is my constant draw on there, and then, um, yeah, that might be interesting to see. And after I get this and get the battery going, it's kind of like a calm time, because I know that's kind of one of the things I'm usually interested in is you know people that do these setups that have all this power burning, and they have to go for, like, making the tens of kilowatts of power. Um, you know, it's I like to be stingy, even though all this stuff takes so much. Like, a regulator shouldn't take 100 watts every single component like that. Regulator should be completely analog. There shouldn't be any electrics involved in it. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this out to a complete vacuum, and then we'll. It's really close to it now. And of course I'm stinky. Okay, I want this in my hand and on. I'm going to switch hands. Go in. Wrong button. That'll be fine. Come around here. Pop that on. And so now we're working just off that one battery. And that was a 100% battery. So we'll see. It'll be up to 600 no time. But I kind of want to see what that looks like for that battery, because I burnt through so many large batteries there trying to get this thing up to temp. Come on, just a little bit more. And there it turns green.